All right. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. Let's play Connections. Then we're going to play the mini crossword, then the Wordle, then the Strands, and the letterbox. So I just got done doing something very disappointing. It was not supposed to be disappointing. It was supposed to be very exciting, but we left very disappointed. So my daughter, my youngest daughter, just like my older kids, love theater. They love acting, improvisation. They love being on stage and just being out there, putting themselves out there. And today was actually going on right now is the chance to audition for an elementary school play. And she's been, practicing this audition. There's a spoken part and a singing part, and she's been practicing for, weeks now. And we got there on time, at the time that they said to be there. But apparently that was not early enough to be on time. We should have been super early. And they turned away all of the kids, 6 kids before her and everybody after her. Because there's too many kids that auditioned, right? So sorry if you showed up late, which was sorry you didn't show up, an hour early. Then you don't get to audition today. Now, luckily, there is auditions tomorrow as well. Hopefully, there's less kids there. And, all the kids, of course, that were going to audition today and then couldn't do it. But it's sort of, I don't know. At the one hand, I'm like, oh, wow. I mean, there's a lot of kids that want to audition. That's great. That's fine. On the other hand, it left me with kind of a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know. Like, if there are kids there, wouldn't you be willing to just see all of them? I don't know. They have time. They have to, come and go. I get it. But to have somebody prepare and be like, okay, I'm ready, and you go at the time that they appointed you to go, and then apparently that's not good enough, leaves you feeling a little silly, a little weird. So, I don't know. Yeah, there's always tomorrow. Always put it off. No, I say there's always tomorrow. Thank goodness there's always tomorrow. Because tomorrow my daughter hopefully will have a chance, a shot at getting there. Are they getting there early? Absolutely. They need to get there much earlier, like an hour earlier than they tell them. So if we end up overdoing it and there's of course the door's still locked, they're not even there yet, then I am at the right time. Today's connection should be titled Pest Control. Clear indication that it's not a real category. Oh no. Am I going to poo-poo a category? I don't know. Let's find out. Toad, ride. Ooh, Toad's Wild Ride. Mr. Toad. Tattoo, bar. Mole, foot, heel, badger. Oh, wait. Toad, mole, badger. Rat. Oh, is there a rat? Oh, and a skunk. I think there's a skunk in that story. Harry. Oh, Harry. Sorry, not Harry. Harry. Like Harry and the Hendersons. Step. Scar. Creep. Piercing. Bug. And skunk. Okay. I can always show up 5 hours early tomorrow. Just camp out overnight. That would be a little. That'd be a little extreme. She would definitely miss school time for that. She's outside waiting. Toad, mole, badger, and I think skunk. No. Oh shoot! It's not even close. Pest control. All right. Well, I fell head first into it. Ride. On foot. I know. Callie, I'm in a weird headspace right now because of this thing, and we got turned away. See. Tattoo, scar, piercing. These are and maybe mole. Skin imperfections. Distinguishing characteristics of specifically skin, but Skunk. So if it's not skunk as in like the pest, right? The animal. Skunk, like you got skunked. To badger someone. To bug someone, to badger someone. To creep. Recorded a live stream video on YouTube playing the New York Times games too. Awesome. Oh, that's so great. Awesome. I love that, Tyson. Step. Skunk. I need to shuffle these. Okay. Rat. To rat someone out. Badger. Yeah, that's really cool, Tyson. Harry. Harry. Why is Harry there? Harry and the Hendersons. Harry Connick Jr. Harry. Creep. To creep along. To step. To bug someone, to badger someone. To skunk someone. Or to rat. These are animals that are also verbs. Not even close. Not even close. Heal. Hey, Ranha. Oh, man. Brace yourself. Ride. How are these related? Bar none. Step. Somebody mentioned, was that yesterday that you mentioned me in your live stream because of my nemesis word, water, of all words, right? Why did you get water wrong? Foot. I feel like foot and heel go together. Step. Oh, you lost? Oh no. It's everybody's nemesis word. About stinky things? Dirty Harry. You dirty rat, dirty Harry. Oh wait, that might be a thing. Dirty foot, dirty step, dirty ride. Dirty skunk, stinky skunk. Stinky foot. Stink bug. Gosh, I'm throwing guesses away. I don't know. I really don't know. Bug. Whenever Ranha loses Wordle, an angel silently weeps for him. Yeah. That's funny. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know this one. Badger. To badger someone. I already guessed that. I thought, animals that are also verbs. I don't know. Do I want a hint or do I just give up? I don't know. I'm just not feeling this one. You tell a dog to heel. Heel of, like, the bread. The last cut of a bread. I don't know. I have no idea. If you gave me a hint, I'd probably still get it wrong. I would probably still get it wrong. Here, we'll shuffle one more time. Clear indication that it's not a real category. Pest control. I still fell into it. In fact, 2 of my guesses had to do with the animals. Am I sitting on a stool? Oh, toadstool, bar stool, footstool, step stool, right? Okay. Wow, the purple category. Jeez. Okay. Stink bug. June bug. I don't know. I don't know. Skunk. Bug. Rat and badger. I don't know. That doesn't feel right. I know. Was that why? To creep, to ride, to heal. To bug, that's a verb too. Creep is a noun. Ride is a noun. Heal is a noun. All of these are nouns and verbs. This is not helpful. Except for Harry. Harry's a noun. To badger, to ride, to rat out. Okay, rat by itself is not a verb. To skunk someone. To creep. Harry is a verb today. Oh, good heavens. Harry carry. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. I told you, if you gave me a hint, I'd still get it wrong. I have no idea. I don't know. Whatever. A real jerk, a creep, a heel. What? A rat and a skunk. To pester is to badger, to bug. Oh, and to ride my tail. And to harry? No. Double poo-poo. Triple poo-poo. Actually, no, I take that back. Double poo-poo. Real jerk is New York Times for coming up with the BS puzzle. Yeah. How many people have gotten this one wrong? I'm sure this one did not go over very well with most people. Rated a 5 difficulty. No, today's 3.3 out of 5. What? I don't know about that. mole, creep, badger, and bar. Okay. Yeah, 45% rate solve rate sounds pretty accurate. I don't know. I'm not feeling that one, guys. Not feeling that one. That was a double poo-poo, double hands down, thumbs down. On the bright side, the picture is a toad on a stool, which is pretty cute. Yeah, that did kind of. If you need a hint, I guess you go to the mini crossword, page, and it gives you away. I'm sorry, what? I need to subscribe to play the mini? You're kidding. You're absolutely kidding. I have to subscribe to play the mini? Are you out of your ever-loving mind? I'm sorry. Hold on a sec. Let me see something. $25. What? Chat? What? Do you have to subscribe to play the mini crossword? The mini, play. Subscribe to play. They paywalled the mini. That makes me sick to my stomach. Really? Well, maybe we play Pips for a minute. Really? Okay, I've never played Pips before, and so I hope it's all right, but I'm going to be doing easy because I actually know nothing about it. How to play. Fill the board with all the dominoes to meet the conditions. Tap to rotate. Color regions have conditions attached to their bottom right that must be fulfilled. Number 2 dots in this region sum to 2. Equal sign, dots in this region all the same number. Less than 7, dots in this region sum less than 7. Empty regions. Here, just because I've never played, let's play the tutorial. Okay, tap to rotate. Drag the domino to satisfy the 10. Next, know that some regions, like this 0 purple region, will only contain half a domino. Okay. Wait. Dots inside this region must add up to 0. Okay. Inside the pink region, all dots must be the same number. How are you going to make that be the same number? There's only a 2, 2, and 4. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. So then this goes here. This I rotate, and this goes here. What do you mean pieces can't overlap? I thought that was the whole point. Like this? Okay. Am I doing this right? Looks like Texas. Why does that look like Texas? So this has got to be a 2, right? So this is either a 6 and a 2, a 1 and a 2, or here's... So these have got to be equal. This has got to add up to 4. Okay, so this... Do I have to, like... There. Okay, that and that have to equal each other. This has got to be a 6. This has got to be a 2. Right? Oh my gosh. Alright, so this goes here. No. And this goes here, yeah? Okay. Okay. Alright. I think I'm getting it. We try and medium. Oh boy. Big giant letter H here. So something and something. There's a 10 here. This and this equals a 1. So that means it's got to be... Here, like what if we did... Like, whoops. That equals 10. This plus this, there's 2 zeros there. This one's got to go here. Right? So then this overlap and this overlap. Like, imagine it was this one. Oh, wait, that doesn't go. So like that. Right? Am I doing this right? This is honestly the first time. First time. Eight. Okay, now wait a minute. That's not 12. So 12 has got to be... That doesn't line up. Can I put them back? No, that's not where I want it. Eight, so then I take this. Why do you do that? And then, okay, get something like that. Okay. Alright, maybe I'm not dumb. 12 can be only 2 6s. Yeah, okay, that's helpful. Do we try the hard one? Alright, we dive in head first and we do the hard one. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. So this has got to be here and here. This one's got to be here and here. So if you're saying it's got to be 12, then that's got to be 12. That's got to be 6. And then maybe 6 this way. We'll take one of them. Could be totally wrong. Whatever. This and this do not equal each other. Is that what I'm seeing? These do not equal each other. That's got to be a 4. This has got to be less than 2. And that's got to equal 6. Okay, so what are you trying to pull here? So you're telling me this has got to be a 1 and a 6. It can't be equal to 2. And there is no 6 and 2. Equal, equal, equal. That's a 4. But these aren't equal to each other. So let's chuck that one. No, don't rotate. And then this has got to be a 3. Like that. Oh, that one's also got to match up. So if this is a 3, then this has got to be this one. And then this has got to equal 12. So this is either 6 bar like that. That's got to equal 1. Here's one that equals 1. How about this and this? This and this. These are not equal. So I got to do this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. It's just satisfying conditions, right? Not bad. Not bad. I'm a little miffed that I couldn't play the mini today. Honestly. Why don't you let me play the mini crossword? Is it really behind a paywall? Forget that. Forget that. I'm here to play free puzzles, brother. Twin. I heard somebody in my class call another guy twin today. It was so funny. I was like, this is how kids talk now? This is how kids talk. Yeah, it was okay. It was alright. I mean, it's not hard. It's not easy. It's not hard either. It's just logic. Just kind of a mindless logic puzzle. Alright, and heaven help me if they hide the Wordle behind a paywall. That would not be good. They really hid the mini crossword behind a paywall today. Man. That's something else. You did me dirty. New York Times, you did me dirty. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly. Don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. Honestly, Pips was a pretty fun one. Pretty fun one. It doesn't work like normal normal dominoes. Usually you're lining those up number by number and they match up, but this one you just have dominoes and you need to put them in the right place. Well, I know. What if there's paywalls behind all of these? If they paywall the mini, you can change my lineup to Pips. Yeah, no, honestly, just kind of letting that settle in my head. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm switching games. I got to switch my graphic too, though. See, it says mini crossword. Got to get a little new symbol. Oh, man, you know what? So one of the things I take pride in, here, let me pull this up, is that this was total by accident, by the way, that each of these, right, the connections, the mini crossword, the Wordle, the Strands, and the letterbox just so happened to make a rainbow. And I didn't mean to do that, right? I was just like, oh, let's do maybe connections first. And then what's the theme color for connections? It's purple. Mini crossword, theme color's blue. Right? Wordle, theme color's green. Strands, there's yellow in there. Letterbox, it's like a red. And so that was the order I just happened to do them in. And if I play Pips, I don't mind playing Pips, that's fine. But Pips is, what is the theme color even? Here, let's look. Pips, we're looking at, there's not a color. There's no color at all. All right, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. Look, the theme color is like a purple. So if connections is purple. Isn't connections purple? Yeah, purple connections. Right? Oh, you guys are off screen. You can't see that. There. Purple. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll just keep it blue anyway, even though it's incorrect. I don't know what the right answer is, guys. I thought we had this all figured out. I thought we had it in the bag. I'm not going to play Spelling Bee. I don't really like that game all that much. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't give me the serotonin I need like these other games do. All right. Well, let's play the games we know how to play, right? I know Wordle. I love Wordle. I hate the idea of dropping a game from my lineup. That sucks. That sucks. You guys are already frustrated when I end early. You're like, because I did the puzzles really efficiently, and then you're just like, come on, seriously, this one was only a half hour today. And I'm like, all right. I'll stretch it out. I don't know. What do you want from me? But then to have an entire game cut out, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is, guys. Okay, in the Wordle, what do we start off with today? I was having lunch with my coworkers, good friends of mine, and one of them, she was doing the Wordle, and she was like, "Ooh, this is really hard." And I was like, "No, I don't want to hear it." And she was like, "Oh, right. You don't want to spoil the Wordle, right?" So she didn't say a word about it. We got lucky starting with ghoul yesterday. How about fried? My brain is fried over the fact that oh, good. E in the correct place. My brain is fried over the fact that the mini crossword is behind a paywall now. That makes me sick. Where are your values? Where are your values, New York Times? Okay. Non-intersecting word. How about ploys? I have played that often. Oh, no help. Okay, well. Not a word. Chunk. That's a word. Oh boy, it only give us the N. Okay, so we know that it goes blank, 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 whoops, E something. So that could go blank, blank, EN. Could be NET, NEW. Okay, or it could be further on. Manet. Wait, that's a word? Okay, well, we know where the N goes. Manet. Isn't Manet like the name of a painter? Manet. Okay, so this either starts with an A or ends with an A. We've got A, could be A. Anu? Is that how you spell Anu? No, it's not. There's one N. Okay, or this is blank, blank, NEA. Two. No, we already did that. Abner. Uncle Abner. Okay, what if it starts? What if it ends in an A? Well, something, N-E-A. See, that doesn't... I really don't know. I'm getting stumped here. Because I'm trying A blank. Oh, wait. Hold on. Ready? Annex. Right? That's got to be it. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, good. Goody. You know what I just thought of, too? My title is There's Always Tomorrow. Because my daughter needs to audition tomorrow. Tyson, don't say that. The answer is Annex. I already did the answer. I already know what the answer is. Don't say it. Even after the fact. Come on. You know better than that. Start live streaming your sandwiches. Oh my gosh. Tyson and his sandwiches. Yeah, so we got it on the 5th today. Fried, ploys, chunk, manet apparently is a word. Hold on. Let me look that up because... Here, let's go. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Let's go. M-A-N-E-T. Is that a noun? No, I understand Edouard Manet, right? The Impressionist painter. Is it a verb? He, she, it remains. No adjective Manet. So why would they... I'm just confused. Why would they allow that in the Wordle? Because Wordle is not proper names, right? Clearly that is a proper name. Manet. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it did tell me that the A doesn't go there. So it either went at the beginning or the end. And it clearly goes at the beginning because it's annex. I'm still bummed, man. I have it right here. I'm kind of dumbfounded. The mini crossword is behind a paywall now. Do you have to be a subscriber to play the mini crossword? No, you do not need a paid subscription to play the New York Times mini crossword. You can play the daily mini for free with a New York Times account, which you can create to play across different devices. Okay, well, that is clearly old news because if you have a subscription that includes the games, you can still access puzzles for free. That's not what I asked. Anyone with a New York Times account. Okay, have I lost my mind? Am I not logged in? No, I'm absolutely logged in. Got the analytics, I've got all that stuff. And then when I go to the mini, let me just try again, see if I've lost my mind. It says, subscribe to play the mini. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Well, we don't need to hide behind a paywall to play Maybe the Strands. Hopefully we can play the Strands, man. Golly, I'm so dumbfounded by that. Okay. It's kind of cramping my style right now. I'm like expecting to be able to do that. Now I can't do it. You got millions of people that play it. They're going to just hold it hostage now. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right move. I just watched Newsies, so I've got that on my mind. You know, if you increase the price of the papes for the Newsies, they're going to strike. They're going to strike, right? Big corporations get greedy like that, man. That's what happened. That is what happened. All right. Well, let's play Strands. Be friendly. Be friendly. BEE. I like looking in corners at first. I see blue. This looks like flower. Oh, here, flower. Bead. Wildflower. Okay. All right. Wildflower. So what are some... Primrose is a wildflower. Marigold is a wildflower. Bee-friendly wildflower. How about bluebell? Whoopsie. Bluebell. Dyslexia kicked in there. It ends in DIS. I know that. Four out of 6 words. So we've got 2 left. Well, obviously Daisy. Obviously, what are we gonna do if they do that with all their games? Pray. I don't know, Tyson. What the right answer is? Hamo. Oh, I'm dumb. Chamomile. Chamomile. You can make a beautiful tea out of chamomile. Yeah. Cool. 50 completed. 100% solve rate. 50 streak, too. Look at that. 50 on the streak. We just plow through, keep playing, right? Strands puzzle. So we got wildflower. Different wildflowers. Of course, there's the daisy. Our wildflower. Chamomile, bluebell, primrose, and marigold. Lots of these are names too, right? Daisy, Prim, Mary, Marigold. Huh. All right. And then let's play the letterboxed. Create words using letters around the square. Okay, we can't use 2 on the same side, one after the other. Try to solve in 6 words. What do we have? We got a Y, D, and U, P, M, and L, O, I, and S, E, R, Q, and A. Wow, we can almost do quadruped. We can almost do quadruple. Quad is a word. Oh, I had something kind of fun happen. I needed to help a kid right after school. My son was in the room, and just people were kind of winding down, and a kid needed help on something really specific. And she had set all of her settings to Portuguese, and I was like, "Did you mean to do that?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, I can read it easier." And I was like, "Hang on, you speak Portuguese?" And I started in Portuguese. I was like, "You didn't tell me you speak Portuguese. Hold on, where are you from?" And we started talking. And come to find out, she lived, about 45 minutes from where I lived in Brazil. I mean, of course, she wasn't born when I was there. Kids are a lot younger now. But her parents must have lived there, like 45 minutes from where I was. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. So we could do... Yeah, we could do that. There's an S in the puzzle even, which is nice. Could start off with quails. Let's try that. Quails. I was trying to think of a word that had Q in the middle, not just at the beginning. But my mind is failing me. Thinking about this dumb mini crossword. What are we going to do now? Smart, smo... Smorp. Oh, even better. Smorpy. How about Smorpy? That's more where my brain is at right now, making nonsense words. Sporm. Sport. Hey, do you play any sports? Yeah, I love the sports. Start doing donut review videos. That's funny. Spam. Maudry. Doesn't Maudry sound like a word? How about mod? Mod is a word. And then dry. There we go. Whatever. Done in 4. Quails led to S for spam. M led to mod. D for dry. All right. How did they solve the puzzle yesterday? Frontal and lamplight. I don't even know. Quit, tray, yow, wad, daub. No, that's a different day because there's no D in there. I don't know. I probably just solved it just to get through it. But today in 4, not too bad. Had to do it in 6. We did it in 4. Okay, well, let's recap our answers. Let's start with the connections puzzle. If you like what you see today, give it a like. Consider subscribing. because we do this every day. Maybe not anymore with the mini crossword if it's behind a freaking paywall. That makes me so frustrated. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just trying to make ends meet, guys. I'm a teacher's salary. Even if it's 75% off, you expect me to pay that. I'm sorry. I'm just here to have fun, not to pay you. If you're going to offer it for free, please keep it free. I don't know. Yeah, so distinguishing characteristics. Mole, piercing, scar, and tattoo. Words before stool. This is kind of a fill in the blank, but without saying fill in the blank. Bar stool, footstool, step stool, toadstool. Man, a real jerk. A creep, a heel, a rat, and a skunk. Ugh. I've never heard heel before. I don't know. I poo-poo that answer. And then I poo-poo this answer too. To pester, to badger, to bug, to harry, and to ride. Okay. Does harry mean pester? Harry. Yes, to harry someone is to persistently disturb or annoy them, which is the primary meaning of pester. Yes. Both words describe a repetitive, irritating action directed at another person. Well, the New York Times is harrying me right now by asking me incessantly to subscribe. Hopefully the paywall is a mistake. Hopefully tomorrow they will have it off and apologize on the major news outlets for that mistake. Yes, just like, let's see, what was his name? The Pulitzer, right? Pulitzer was forced to apologize publicly for his outcrying, causing the what do you call it? The Newsies to strike. That was a real story too. I mean, with less singing, of course, but it was actually a real strike that happened. I think it was in early 1900s, late 1800s. It was right around the turn of the century. Here, let me ask just real quick. The musical Newsies takes place in the summer of 1899. Yeah, see? Right at the turn of the century. During the Newsboys' strike of 1899. Musical follows the events of late July. Yeah, there it is. Newsies. That's kind of how I feel right now. It's so funny. I just saw it yesterday. But it's exactly how I feel about getting met with a paywall today. Aren't there rules about the fact that, like, if something is free, you have to leave it free? Maybe I'm thinking wrong about that. But I was thinking, like, if an app is ever offered as free, you have to keep it free. Maybe I'm totally making that up. All right. Well, just to show you, to recap, yes, the mini crossword is hidden behind a paywall today. Not super happy about it. And then here we've got Pips. We played Pips. That was kind of fun, actually. Pips. You have to match up like the number, and then this one, it has to equal together, and then this one, there's got to be a 6 there. This one's got to be a 2 there. So we did okay, right? Here, how do I get out of there? The hard puzzle was actually pretty challenging. We did it in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. I don't know. I got the brain for it, I guess. Lining up, adding up to 10, adding up to 1. So there's zeros on the Pips too, right? Adding up to 12, adding up to 6. Or no, equaling. They have to be the same, right? 3 and 3. So it's almost like, with a puzzle, you have to kind of start with the right piece. So the right piece kind of opens it all up, and then it all just flows. And I don't know if I'll make that a normal part of my thing. I don't know. Did you guys like it? Do you want me to keep playing the Pips? Here, tell me. Should I keep playing Pips? Oh, I guess I should have put that in a poll. Paste. There we go. Okay, you tell me. Should I keep playing Pips? All right, and while we're doing that, we're going to go over the Wordle because, let's see. So we started with fried, which, I don't know, we got an E out of that. because my brain was fried after seeing that the New York Times mini crossword was not allowed. Then ploys, which was no help. Chunk, which gave me an N. And I'm like, all right, so where does this go? And I tried Manet, like the painter, Edouard Manet. And I'm like, oh, they're going to say that's not a thing, right? Wrong. It is a thing, apparently. I didn't think they allowed proper names, but apparently this proper name they are. Manet. And then annex was the word I came to. Annex. I was thinking, what if it is a double N, right? I remember thinking that. What if it's a double N? Okay, then we got the Strands puzzle. And the theme today is bee friendly. So these are wildflowers that are friendly to bees. Has anybody answered the poll yet? Jump in there, play the poll. You tell me, should I keep playing pips? 2 votes? Oh, 2 votes, yes. All right, be honest. If you don't want me to play it, if you think it's a boring game, then I'll not play it. So, yeah, let me know. Just put it in there. All right, Strands. Yeah, those wildflowers. So, bluebell, chamomile. How do you say it? Chamomile. Daisy, primrose, and marigold. And then we finished it off today with letterbox. So we played quails, and then S led to spam, M led to mod, and then D for dry. D for dry. Nice. Hopefully the paywall is a mistake. Yeah, seriously, Tyson, I know. All right. Well, you guys are great. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for helping me figure this out, even though our little mishap with the mini today, I don't know. We'll come up with plan B tomorrow, I guess. But thanks for figuring that out with me. And we played a little pips, too, which was great. So hope you enjoyed it. And tell me if you'd like to see me play pips, or if you're like, nah, I don't think that's the funnest game on a live stream. I don't care. Let me know, because I'm here for you. So you guys are awesome. I will catch you on the next one. See ya.